Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be testing Path of Exile Part 2 on my Rog Ally running on Windows 11. I have the Z1 Extreme variant of this device. It's a very popular action RPG game. Currently it's in early access phase. The game will be officially released in about 6 months from now. In order to play the early access, you need to purchase the game supporter pack that sells for around $30 US. In India its price is around rupees 2500. You know how action RPG games are. Its gameplay is similar to Diablo 4. Game takes place in the dark world of Rayclast. Years after the events of the original Path of Exile, players must return to Rayclast to end the corruption that's spreading. The early access features 6 of the planned 12 classes: Warrior, Monk, Mercenary, Sorceress, Witch and Ranger. I'll be playing as a Monk. We have access to the first half of the campaign across 2 difficulty levels, followed by an evolved endgame system. The remaining classes, including the Druid and Huntress, will be introduced in the future updates. You can play the game in either solo or co-op mode. It does not feature any player versus player element. In this video I'll be showing you how to install Nitex-free Optiscaler Mod to enable FSR version 3.1.3 frame generation. We'll also enable AMD AntiLag 2 technology to reduce the latency. We'll be using FakeNvapi API to enable AntiLag 2. I'll inject it into the game using Optiscaler Mod. As this is an online game, there is a risk of getting banned for using Optiscaler Mod. Please use it at your own risk. In this video I'll be testing the mod in the opening area. We'll confirm that both Optiscaler frame generation and AntiLag 2 are working. I'll be testing the later parts of the game in another video. This week I'll be playing the game for hours and hours with Optiscaler mod installed, just to confirm that it's safe to use Optiscaler mod in this game. I'll be also testing it on my Steam Deck. On Rog Ally, you also have the option to enable AFMF 2 via Adrenaline software. It is AMD's driver level implementation of frame generation, poses no risk of getting banned. I'll be using version 0.7 preview 66 build of Optiscaler, can be downloaded for free from GitHub. Scroll down until you find the asset section, expand it, click on the .7z link. We'll be using FakeNvapi version 1.2. Expand asset section, click on the .7z link. This build of Optiscaler comes with FSR version 3.1.2. I'll be manually updating it to version 3.1.3. Need to download Fidelity FX SDK version 1.1.3. We'll give its link in the description. Expand asset section, click on the zip link here. Open File Explorer, go to Downloads. Here you'll find all of the files that you downloaded earlier. First I'll be installing Optiscaler mod. Open its archive file. Copy all of the files present inside this archive file, go back, paste, basically extracting the mod's content. Open DLSS overrides folder, execute this registry file, enable signature override, double click, run, OK, yes, go back, change the name of nvngx.dll file to dxgi.dll. Now just copy the highlighted files. Don't need to select the 2 folders in the archive file. Open the game's install directory. I am on the Steam version of the game. Select it in your library. Right click, manage, browse local files. This is the directory where you need to paste the mod files. Replace xcss.dll file. Now just open Streamline folder present in this directory. Copy this DLL file, nvngx_dlss. Go back, paste it here. Need to change its name to nvngx.dll. Now I'll be manually updating FSR. Just open Fidelity FX SDK.zip file that we downloaded earlier. Open bin folder. Copy this DLL file AMD_FidelityFX_dx12. Paste it in the game's install directory where you pasted the mod files. Right here. There's the game's exe file. Override. Check its version. It's 1.0.1.39157, corresponds to FSR version 3.1.3. Now I'll be installing FakeNvapi. Open its archive file. Copy the 2 files present inside this archive file. Paste it in the game's install directory where you pasted the mod files. right here. Now look for a file name nvngx.ini in this directory. There it is. Open it. Scroll down until you find NVAPI section. You need to set override NVAPI DLL to true. By default it is set to auto. That's it. Everything has been installed. We are ready to run the game. For this game I have set the UMA buffer size to 4 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 441. I have installed AMD's latest GPU driver, Adrenaline Edition version 24.12.1. Using a 30 watts manual profile, all three power values set at 30 watts. 900p resolution CPU boost disabled. Connected my Gulikit KK3 Max gamepad to Ally via Bluetooth mode. Quickly show you the game's Adrenaline settings. FreeSync and VSync enable. That's it. Don't need to enable AntiLag from here, as we'll be using AntiLag 2. I have installed the game on Ally's internal SSD. Size is around 84 GB. I am from India. We'll be using their Singapore based server. It's the nearest server to my country. In-game settings. Yeah, here text is quite small, but it's legible. Render, very important, DirectX 12. Don't run the game in Vulkan mode, otherwise Optiscaler frame generation won't work. Name of the GPU RTX 4090. This means the mod is working. Display mode window full screen. VSync off. Dynamic resolution off. In-game resolution 900p. Upscale mode NVIDIA DLSS. Required to use Optiscaler. Using the upscaler's quality preset. Sharpness level 15%. Up to you. Texture quality set to medium. Texture filtering set to 8 times anisotropic. Lighting set to shadows plus global illumination. Shadow plus GI quality low default. Sun shadow quality number of lights default high. Bloom set to 25%. Up to you. Water detail level high. NVIDIA reflex enable, very important. Otherwise AntiLag 2 won't work. That's it. Apply. Now I'll open Optiscaler mod menu. Press the insert keyboard key. There you go. From this drop down bar select the upscaler. XeSS is selected, version 1.3.1. I'll switch to FSR 3.x. Apply. This is the version 3.1.3. Frame generation disable for the time being. That's it. I'll be using Adrenaline overlay to show you the performance metrics. Press its hotkey combo, Ctrl Shift and O. There it is. Now I'll enable AntiLag 2's latency monitor. Press its hotkey combo, Alt Shift and L. Keep pressing the combo to cycle through the different display options. You can see the latency value here. So AntiLag 2 is working. Jump into the game. I increased the HUD size from the in-game settings. Okay, here we are getting around 50 FPS. I'll keep the gameplay short in this video. We'll test the later areas in another video. Just want to confirm that the mod is working. Roaming around, showing you the base performance. Latency value is staying around 40, 100. Monk character. Stable performance. I have observed one issue in this game. If your network is not stable, few hiccups occur. That's why I'm using an Ethernet connection. Okay, now I'll enable the mod. FPS mostly stays around 50. VRAM usage around 2.5 GB. Frame generation enabled. Hudfix setting not enabled. So HUD elements will flicker. Back to the game. Your FPS increased to around 84. Play the game from a top down view. You can see the HUD elements flickering. Seems to be vibrating. Okay, let's fix the broken HUD now. Before that I'll show you the debug view. Yeah, as you can see, no display for the bottom right image. In the bottom middle image we can see the HUD elements. This is why they are flickering with Optiscaler frame generation enable, you need to enable FG Hudfix setting. Bottom middle image is still not rendered properly. Increase the value to 8. Yeah, display is working properly for the bottom right image, and for the bottom middle image HUD elements are not visible. Perfect. Disable debug view. Let's just play the game. Still getting around 82 FPS. HUD elements are not flickering now. Oh my god, what the hell is this thing? There's a horde here. Now I'll be testing the latency. Standing still, here latency value is around 42 milliseconds. I'll just disable AntiLag 2 by holding the right control keyboard key. Keep an eye on the latency value. Yeah, it increased to around 50 milliseconds. So AntiLag 2 helped in reducing the latency by around 8 milliseconds. With frame generation on, latency value stays within a range of 45 to 50 milliseconds. Not bad at all. Fight against this boss. Oh, it's angry. Oh, it charged towards me. I have some health flask, so I can take the risk. Dodge around it. It summons some other creatures. Good experience on Ally. FPS mostly stays above 70 in the opening area. No hitching at all, that's more important. Stuttering can completely kill the gaming experience. You can see the VRAM usage. 2.6 GB. Where is this creature going? Oh, I died. Now I'll be using AFMF 2. First I'll disable Optiscaler frame generation. Open internal settings by pressing the Alt plus R keys. There you go. Enable AFMF 2 from here. First disable VSync. AFMF 2 on. Check its status should be active. Set search mode to high. This prevents frame generation from getting disabled during fast visual motion. Set performance mode to quality. I'll apply a 60 FPS cap using Radiant Chill. This disables AntiLag. Idle and peak FPS value set to 60. FreeSync on. That's it. Back to the game. Yeah, FPS is around 86 to 90. Slightly higher FPS using AFMF 2 compared to FSR frame generation. You can see the frame generation lag value 16 milliseconds. System latency is less than 50 milliseconds. Game's HUD elements are not flickering. Can use AFMF 2 in conjunction with AntiLag 2. You get roughly the same experience using AFMF 2 and FSR frame generation. So on Ally I would recommend using AFMF 2 in this game as it's an online game. No risk of getting banned. That's it for the video guys. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.